What's going on, everybody? Len Hargrave here at LHFishing for another video log. This one is for my third club tournament of the year. That was in the upper Chesapeake Bay. I came into the tournament leading angler of the year by just a couple of points. As you saw from my Potomac River video for the club, I finished like fourth. I didn't get a limit, which is disappointing, but I did put some stuff together and scrounge up some points. So I'm heading into this weekend. I'm taking my boat down to Chesapeake Bay, Old Blue. It's a 16-foot fiberglass with a 9.9 on it. And we're gonna see what we can do. We're launching at Havre De Grace. And we launched with Damien Betz again, just like we did at Pinchot. And I was looking good. I was looking forward to the tournament. Post leading into the weekend had a lot of guys just absolutely smashing them on the Chesapeake Bay. The ABA series went out of Anchor Marine and Northeast River on Saturday, and a winning bag of like 24 or 28 pounds there got it done. So I was really excited. The rain also looked like it was going to hold off and it wasn't going to be too windy. So everything was playing up to good for me. Mentally, and I was really excited about that. So Sunday morning we get to the ramp. I picked up Damien on the way down on 74 rudders, and we made the hour 15 drive down to the ramp. The weather looked good. It was cooperating. We get the boat into the water. We're just relaxing, getting everything out, and everything's good to go. My initial game plan was to fish a marine wall right there and see if I couldn't pick up a quick keeper just to calm my nerves, make sure I got my points for the tournament. But we launched in almost low tide. Low tide was at 9 a.m. We took off at 6, so it was on its way down, and it was already dirt shallow. And I already got my motor stuck in the mud before we even took off. I had to push myself out of the mud, so I kind of scratched the idea of fishing that bluff wall early, just right away, just because mostly it would have been a pain to navigate and work around that. So 6 o'clock came, we fired up the gas motor, we ran through the channel a little bit, and it just kept getting skinnier and skinnier water. So we just kept running until we got to a bank that was fishable. And we roll up, and I was throwing a Megabass S-crank and chartreuse, and I just kind of kept throwing it up to the bank, bring it back. I caught a couple of shorts really early, and it was a good sign for me that they were shallow, but they were real short. They were 10, 12-inch bass. Skunk's out. Think I should bump it just in case? Look at that, I turn on the GoPro, I catch a fish. I hope that's good things to come, because it's pretty early. I just need some bigger ones. Dude, this looks so good when high tide comes up. We're gonna work our way down there, and at 9 o'clock we're gonna turn around and work our ass back. Because if we can't catch 10 fish and all this shit in 8.5 hours, there's something seriously wrong with us. Like that. Maybe. Nope. I mean, I'll measure it, but it's not a keeper. A good sign. That's a good sign.
That is a good sign.
Let me just, just for fun, It's 10. So we kept rolling. We got to a little flat with a little bit of grass on it on the bank, and Damien catches his first keeper and hooks up.
Number one. All right, first off, try to limit cursing with a fish in the boat so I can actually use the footage on my YouTube page.
Yeah.
Second off, Damien, points! Boom. Oh, are you kidding me?
Yeah, let's just see, you know.
So now Damien's all pumped up. He's got one in the boat. He's feeling good. He's all relaxed now. We just keep working down. We saw a couple of bluffs, some lay down trees. Everything looked really good, but we just weren't catching any more fish. So we ran around this dock. A couple of people are fishing out with their kids and just kept going down the bankment there and fishing pea gravel and lay downs with square bills and wacky rigs, and we were not getting bit at all. So in the grass flat behind us, there was one boat out there, and I guess Damien saw him catch a fish, put in the live well. I'm trying to debate if we keep banging banks, if we try to make the run to Swan. We were about halfway to Swan Creek anyway, so I was debating if we needed to run to Swan Creek and try to fish some laydowns back in there if they were up spawning, or if we had to go to the grass. So Damien mentioned running the grass. He said the guy in the grass has caught one, put in the box. So I was like, yeah, I was thinking the same deal. So we packed everything up and strapped the rods down. We got up on the gas motor. We ran out about 100 yards or so and settled into a spot up on the flats.
We pretty much stambled off at right around 2 foot. We'll troll around out here for half hour. See what happens. See if we can find any grass that isn't slime.
So we roll up onto the flat, and as far as I can remember, almost right away, I put a keeper in the boat. It scratched right at 15 inches, but it was a keeper, and I put in the box. Now we're both calmed down. We're ready to go. And we kind of let the wind take us from where I caught that. I marked the waypoint, and we started drifting down, and we were just throwing rattle traps, and he caught another one, and now he's got 2 in the boat.
Jesus. Hey, just hold on. Keeper too. Do that up there. I gotta do something. I don't like red traps. I've never trusted red traps. I'm getting rid of my red trap.
Come right through the grass. Fairly small.
Want to check it just in case? Are you sure it's good?
What do you think?
Oh yeah.
Know each other, okay?
Where you are. Yep, you're gonna do some work for me, I think.
Good spot.
We'll hang out here a couple more minutes. Like 740.
We pull another keeper.
Oh, we're not leaving.
I love getting one hook out to get the whole hook up.
The bucks are up shallow, the females are out here, and we're gonna be out here. We're like a 15-20 minute ride back to the marine.
He caught another one. Now he's got 3 in the boat. I have 1 in the boat. We're feeling good. We get down to a far end of where we end up fishing most of the day, and I catch another fish, so I put a waypoint down, and we keep letting the wind take us, and we weren't finding any more really good grass. We either weren't getting grass at all or it was real slimy, so we decided to fire back up and go back to the first waypoint against the wind, and that's when I put my third one in the boat. So now we got some fish rolling, and we're catching all sorts of fish. We're catching giant perch, we're fishing channel cats, we're catching all sorts of things. So we make the decision to just stay put and not go anywhere.
Yep. I'm pretty sure. It doesn't feel very big though. Perch. Perch ate a perch. Perch ate a bluegill. Eyes paid on you.
I mean, if I had a treble hook slammed in my mouth too, I'd probably pee.
You just tinkle your pants just a little. There you go. Hey, Cleo guy.
Get in there where you belong.
I'll edit that part out.
And I walked down, and there it was, and I was like, I really like these orange jelly. Oh, you know, I used to do orange jelly, gold for stuff like that. And then I was
Got him.
like, I said, I don't think I can just.
He's huge. Eh, maybe not huge, but he's a keeper. Should be a keeper.
Ow.
He'll be close.
I don't like darting at him like that.
Yeah, I know. He'll be close. I don't know if he'll keep or not, but he'll be close. I don't know. Where's our 14-inch limit? Ah, now I gotta get rid of 2 of them. He's definitely a keeper. There's 2. That helps. Might be a little tricky to see since it's on the front one. That's a bass. It's catfish.
The decision to stay put just worked out to our favor, as we both caught limits and put in the boat. My GoPro did end up dying about halfway through the day. I gotta get a second battery for that or something. But we got some good footage of everything. But Damien and I both caught limits. I called out my first short fish, which was 15 when I measured it, and then when I remeasured it after I caught my my 6th keeper, it actually shrunk from stressing the live well, so it would not have kept. So catching that 6th keeper was key to me, and we really didn't know who had big fish or a bigger bag going up to the weigh-in, and I ended up beating Damien by 15 pounds with 13 pounds and change, and I also ended up picking up lunker, which was great. So I maintain my lead in AOI, I pull ahead a little bit. Damien jumps up 2 positions to 2nd. He was in 4th. He jumps up 2 positions to 2nd place. So right now it's Damien and I sitting 1-2 in Angler of the Year with 7 events to go. So the season is incredibly young, but we are sitting 1-2 with Muddy Run just on the horizon here in a couple of weeks. The baits that I was using is 1. I used 1 bait all day, which I caught every fish on except for 1. I caught 1 on a gold spinner bait. It got off of the boat. Wasn't really hooked that well anyways. So the 1 lure I was using was a 1/2 ounce Berkeley War Pig. And these rattle traps are the real deal. I love these rattle traps. They get through grass great. They have a very distinctive sound, and they just hook up fish. I very rarely ever lose fish. These still have the stock treble hooks on them. They're like $7 at Bass Pro Shops, where you can go on Tackle Warehouse, you can find them on special. These things are phenomenal. I've caught them in many different colors. This time of year, especially in Gifford Pinchot, I've caught a bunch of fish on these, and they work very, very well. So I'm not sponsored by Berkley by any means. I have no affiliation with Berkley. I just absolutely love their rattle traps, and I suggest everyone goes out and at least tries them if you want to pick up a rattle trap and throw it in the spring. It's a very, very effective method of catching fish. So that's how we got it done on the Chesapeake Bay for the third club tournament of the year. Next up for me is Smith Mountain Lake. So I head down there on the weekend of the 19th. Fish that with Rob and Leon. I'm not sure that Leon's fishing, but the three of us are going to go down, try to figure out Smith Mountain Lake. That's a FLW BFL event, the second one of the year. Super excited about that. Hopefully I can finish better than 95th, make up some points towards qualifying for the regional at the end of the year. Then after that, I'm going to be focusing on the fourth tournament on the Borderline Club Series, which is Muddy Run. Memorial Day weekend, Damien and I will go kind of scout the lake, see the lay of the land. I've never been there, so I'd like to take a look at it, do some mapping before the tournament starts in early June. And I'm definitely looking forward to that. So thank you very much for following along with my journey. Feel free to subscribe to my page. I need all the subscribers I can get. And then follow along my Instagram, my Facebook at LHFish42 is my Instagram, Len Hargrave Fishing on Facebook. And if you have any questions, just DM me or leave comments below. And I am more than happy to take care of anything that you guys have questions on. So thank you very much, and y'all have a good one.